9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Are you ready?
We are back with another Hardway Wrestling. It is Monday.
It is Monday.
The day after Forbidden Door. And I think that I wish I would have left that door closed.
I don't know. I just wish the fucking link we had to watch it didn't virus my goddamn phone up, so I could have actually watched it.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch it. You watched some of it, correct?
I saw most of the MJF match and just bits and pieces of some of the other matches.
All right, we're going to keep an eye on Scotty should be jumping in here any second. We're going to check Facebook and make sure that we are live.
Let's hope Scotty don't jump, because he won't get back up.
We're waiting to see. I haven't gotten a notification on Facebook yet. I don't know if we're live on Facebook. We are not live on Facebook.
I've got nothing right now. It'll probably be like another minute before it pops up.
Yeah, we'll give it a second here. See if she's streaming. So we're gonna wait on Scotty here. We're gonna talk a little bit about Forbidden Door, about what we did see. We're gonna talk a little bit about the medium, some of the medium stuff.
God, Jesus!
What's that?
Scotty.
Hey, it is Scotty.
Yeah.
It is Scotty.
Yeah.
Scotty's
That
here.
was scary. That was scary. You're blurry as can be, buddy.
What do you mean I'm blurry as can be?
Yeah, he's good on my end.
It's your signal, dude.
Whatever. Do your thing. Do your thing.
Well, Scotty's smoking weed before he got here, so he's got to.
No, I didn't sleep before I got here, so.
Gotcha. Well, no, we're all lack of sleep, my friend. I've been up since 12 o'clock, so we're all lack of sleep here. But it makes us work better. It makes us work harder to try to stay awake.
Yeah, sure.
We talking about?
What'd you do? Watch the AEW pay-per-view, then go right to work?
Absolutely not. Did not watch the AEW pay-per-view. I had a long weekend in West Virginia and Pittsburgh, and then we got home late afternoon, and I was beat. I think I went to bed about 6:30, if I'm not mistaken. So no, I did not stay up for the marathon. I take it you didn't watch it then?
Nope, I didn't watch it at all. Ricky, I think, is the only one that actually tried to watch it. So.
Yeah, I tried to until my phone got virus with.
Until Jason's link fucked you over. So
yeah. So now I got a nice Norton antivirus.
Well, first off, if you have an iPhone like 95% of the world, you don't have that problem. We don't get malware. We don't get viruses on iPhone.
Because it is a virus already.
Whatever. Whatever.
Amen to that, Ricky.
If you're an alien, hang with the aliens. That's all I gotta say.
I'm a damn good-looking alien.
Yeah, you are. All right, so we're just gonna go through the card here real quick. A little bit of Forbidden Door. We have a little bit of a fantasy league that we do, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit. We had a new crowning of a champion, and it starts all over on Sunday.
That's bullshit. I was catching your ass too.
You were catching me. You're only 30 couple points behind. No big deal.
Yeah.
You didn't have Scotty.
The damn Impact pay-per-views in NXT, I think, are what got me.
Yeah, same. So
we're going to give me a second here.
Almost had a perfect card.
Yeah, you actually did. Your card wasn't bad.
I only missed the match with the Elite and the BCC.
Well, we talked about it the other day. I think we were right. Wheeler Yuta was going to take this pin, and he did.
So that's the match I missed because I called Blackpool winning that one. I think.
I believe most everybody on the paper except for me picked Blackpool.
Gotcha.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I recorded on Thursday, and then the stuff that I talked about on Friday. I stuck mostly with all those picks because that's what I figured was going to happen, and then Blackpool
pretty much.
because they were supposed to win.
Gotcha. So right now that I am blocked on Facebook for whatever reason, we saw a blocking code earlier for something that I possibly did. Don't know what I did, but I'm now blocked from YouTube or from Facebook. But that's okay. We're gonna record it anyway. She's up and running. So let's talk about the card real quick.
Are you in Facebook jail?
I don't think I'm in Facebook jail, but I mean, it wouldn't be surprised. I don't post a lot of dumb stuff to put me in jail, but every once in a while I get crazy. All right,
Your wrestling opinion is enough to put you in Facebook jail.
oh, well, somebody's a little grumpy. Somebody's a tad bit grumpy today. All right, we had the 0 hour, which probably had just as many matches on as the main card. We had
Kate. 4 of them.
Was there ended up being 4?
There was 4. Yep.
We had Chaos. The first one was Chaos versus Mogul Embassy. Mogul Embassy takes this down. These guys are huge. These guys are monsters.
I did watch that match. It was not a bad match. It was not a bad match.
All these guys from Mogul Industry can work.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
Brian Cage is the only one that kind of sticks out like a sore thumb.
Well, that's because he's white. The rest of them are not.
I would like to see them bring in, and I think I've said this before, I'd like to see them bring in Shane Taylor or Moses into Mogul Embassy. But as of now, they are not. Mogul Embassy wins first match of the night. Then we had a spirited match between Billy Starks and Athena. Athena's thing now is like she's just making fun of everybody. She's beating her ass and giggling and laughing, and they're doing topes off the apron onto her, and she's moving out the way and letting them land. Like Athena's on a different level right now.
Yeah, she is, and it sucks. She's stuck on ROH TV. Always was one of my favorites in WWE. Had high hopes for her. I know injuries set her back at one point, and the other part was probably Vince being Vince. But glad she's getting an opportunity with AEW. I'd like to see her on the AEW shows a little bit more because I definitely think she's one of the top female performers that they have.
I believe that they have her in a prominent position with ROH. She's working with some of the younger talent, and in turn, she's carrying the women's title right now. So we all like Athena. Athena's a badass. I'd like to see her up on the main roster like you. Scott, what do you think about Athena?
No, I love Athena. Again, just like Ricky, she was great in WWE. I think that her
first round win is going to be good for her. I'm hoping, like I said before, like there's a couple of ways that they can go with this thing, but I could definitely see them. Yeah, I'm glad she won that match because it was a good starting
for second round. It could be her and Willow, and that could be a hell of a banger.
Yeah,
unfortunately, I can see them with the help of Tony Storm and Sarai putting Ruby into the finals and possibly winning this thing. And I'm not a Ruby fan.
Wasn't Ruby in the final last year against Britt Baker?
She was, and that's the first round match this year.
Gotcha. I think Britt wins this, and then I think Britt doesn't go to the final. I'd love to, how we feel about Willow. We love Willow. We'd love to see her. I'd love to see Willow take this whole tournament down, men's and women's.
I disagree with you slightly, though, Jason. I think that they're gonna try to tell the story of Britt trying to retain since Adam Cole's not in the men's one. They need,
Which I don't get why they did that. Like, if you're gonna have, which I don't get why they did that. You're gonna have the second round. They gave him a title belt last year anyway. Why would he not come back to defend that title?
Yeah, exactly.
It makes no sense.
Did they have bigger plans for Adam Cole, and then he just doesn't? They kind of just switch courses,
or his injury derailed things. I don't know. I mean, who knows?
He was scheduled for two Forbidden Door matches there this year and last year, and they went a whole 2 minutes total, I think. And that was him getting concussed last year, calling out sick this year.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that was a bummer. I mean,
yeah.
everybody had Adam Cole winning that match, by the way, over Lawler.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But it gave chance for Lawler to jump up there. So, third match on 0 Hour, Stu Grayson of the Dark Order. Is he still with Dark Order?
No,
yeah.
no, he's not.
He's
They
not.
said,
He's not?
they said on the 0 Hour show, and I actually had to look away from Xbox to see this, but yeah, he left the Dark Order, or supposedly turned on them, and he's with, I don't even know who the fuck it was.
Vince
There's some other
Vince
people in the
Dutch.
ring. Yeah,
No
who the
idea.
fuck they are.
No idea. Versus Stu Grayson versus El Phantasmo.
Phantasmo.
He's El Fantastic, don't you think?
Not bad. Not bad.
No.
He's all right.
Bleach. I think Scotty works for Bleacher Report because he would have gave him a C plus also.
No, I probably would have given him a D.
Yeah, you would have. You'd have gave him the D. Anyway.
Jesus Christ, Scotty.
And wow. Damn. And El Phantasmo wins this one. Not wins versus the not Dark Order's Stu Grayson. United Empire versus Los Ingobernables de Japano.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Ingobernables done blah 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 blah. Okay. Kyle Fletcher, TJP, and Jeff Cobb represented.
Yeah.
I mean, they brought in, he was supposed to be like Jericho's bounty hunter, and then they had him on for like one episode, and he was gone again.
Yeah, that whole thing was weird.
Yeah.
Jeff Cobb is a monster.
He
He's
had,
a monster.
He had
Yeah.
some pretty solid matches when he was on AEW, and then
He was great.
disappeared.
I love Jeff Cobb in Ring of Honor, but they could not come to a deal. They could not come to a deal with Ring of Honor. That's why I ended up staying in New Japan and not coming to AEW. Really, so it's a good thing they're using him over there. It's a good thing he doesn't come to AEW because he would just fade into the dust with the rest of them. Los Ingobernables win over United Empire. So, was this the first match of the night? MJF versus Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Real.
MJF said he was going on first. He actually had a tweet. He had a tweet that
was scheduled to go at a certain time, saying he will already have won his match and be on his way out of wherever the hell, going home or whatever. And of course, that tweet went off, and he was still in the middle of the match. I saw it was kind of a slow start. MJF doing a lot of his chicken shit antics, which is always golden. But yeah, it just, by the time the virus stuff started happening, I had to come off and never got to see any of the finish of it.
Well, I believe MJF hits Tanahashi with the diamond ring, and that I think that's how he beat him. Let me read here. The championship, okay. Anyway, this MJF match we've seen so far. Please, MJF, you're boring the shit out of me. Do something, will you? Do something different. Okay. MJF retains. What's that?
Even if it is the same stuff he always does, he's still
this
so
persona, like, in all of wrestling right now. Like, he plays his character great.
I get it, but
Exactly.
I get it. A lot of his matches are
But his wrestling matches, he needs to do something a little different because again, it's always the same chicken shit antics
Absolutely.
that he does, and berating the crowd and his opponent. And yeah, you got to do something a little different.
Yeah. I mean
I want
all
to see
that
him.
stuff's good for a while, but then you got to switch it up a little bit. I'd like
Yeah,
to see MJ switch it up a little bit, and maybe this was not the match. This match really didn't mean anything.
No.
So again, I'd like to see something a little bit different out of MJF. So, but
wanna-
honestly, there's nobody that's bringing it out of him. Who have they had to bring it out of him?
Yeah,
Adam Cole would have been great.
Yeah, I'm hoping there's an Adam Cole match coming again here soon.
Well, they're getting ready to partner up.
Yeah, I don't get this whole thing. Like you're running back the Stone Cold Shawn Michaels. You know their rivals are getting ready to square off for the WWF Championship, but you're going to put them in a tag title run together. Like,
no, that was Shawn Michaels.
no, they did it with Stone Cold and Shawn Michaels too, way back in the Attitude.
They did? Oh wow.
Yep.
Jeez.
All right. So MJF wins. Obviously, he wins. Okay. All right. Next match, Scotty Boy, CM underweight. I mean CM Punk versus Kojima. This was the Owens. This was the Owen Hart match, right? Like we the third and fourth coming of CM Punk. He was not going to lose this match. He beats Kojima. It's a pretty good match. It's a pretty good match.
Yeah, all right, it was pretty decent. Was eating up the booze and the cheers.
Just like on Collision, it started out just Boo Birds raining from Toronto, but then you started getting the half and half, CM Punk and the booze, CM Punk, booze. So, yeah, he's getting the pop still, as we expected, but for how
Well,
long?
I don't. I'm not sure that unless they're in Chicago, MJF is gonna. He's playing a heel. He's playing a great heel. He's playing a great heel.
Yeah.
You know why? Because in real life, he's a heel.
Yeah. Definitely.
So, Scotty, what do you think of it? Did you get a chance to catch this match?
I didn't catch any of it. I was asleep. So
Okay.
You didn't even wake up to masturbate to a CM Punk victory?
Yeah, even Ricky tugged one off to CM Punk.
No, I couldn't else at work.
Well, I don't care where. I don't care where you did it.
That's frowned upon.
Yeah, I don't care where you did it, Dave.
Got to hold it back.
There's a family bathroom in the back you could have used. So
Yeah, identified as a masturbator. All right, next match: Orange Cassidy versus Daniel Garcia versus Shibata and versus Zack Sabre Jr. Everyone has a belt here except for Daniel.
Oh, don't worry, Johnny Khan will make a belt for him.
Best dancer belt. Best dancer belt.
The second coming of the internet champion.
Yeah, hey, I like that. He's a sports entertainer champion.
Yeah, makes Daddy Magic's nipples hard.
Daniel Garcia, speaking of, takes the pin in his. Orange Cassidy ends up winning. I think Shibata hit his and ends up pinning Garcia and holding on to the belt. This was one that I got wrong. I picked Shibata. I only put 1 point on it because I wasn't. These multi-man matches, I tend to stay low in scoring because you just never know. And I really thought that they were leaning towards Shibata.
But why? Like Tony Khan's favorite little mascot. They're not gonna let him lose.
His title reign's got to come to an end, buddy.
Soon.
Yeah, but again, like how many? They haven't done the Jade thing yet. Jade had that belt for over a year. They're gonna give Cassidy probably a run for over a year and then take it off.
No. I think it's almost done.
Yeah, I think it is
maybe it all in or shortly thereafter because he's defending it almost every week. So I mean, it could be any time.
Right.
We'll see, but
Yeah.
Just don't put it on. Just don't put it on Wardlow.
Yeah, he can't seem to hold on to his belts. He's either losing them in the ring or they're getting stolen out of his car. I mean, he just don't give this guy a belt at all. He's not responsible.
No.
shit.
He's just
He
not
lost his
responsible.
man bun for Christ's sake.
Yeah, right. Right. The best part of his figure, his AEW figure, was his man bun. They took that away. Anyway, Orange Cassidy wins this match. Sonata versus Jungle Jerk Off Perry. Yeah, he's beat now. Well, his dad is rolling over in his grave.
No, I don't know about that. I mean, his dad may not have liked him to begin with. He might be the black sheep of the Perry family.
Oh,
So.
are you saying that he couldn't wait to die? Is that what
Well,
you're saying?
after Jungle Boy's heel turn at the end, Eric Bischoff was quoted in saying that he couldn't crack an egg with a hammer.
The clothesline was not very powerful. I think maybe he was taking Lizo and Young Hook. But yeah, I thought something might have happened. We knew the rumor was they were going to turn Jungle Boy anyway. And then, coming out saying that Hook was his best friend, and which is very sad because he just met Hook like a week ago.
Yeah, that was a hell of a best friends story.
So are we going to get a Hook versus Jungle Boy? Is Jungle Boy going to win the FTW title? What is that? Fuck the world title?
Yep.
Something like that. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Taz will fucking die if they put that belt on Jungle Boy.
Yeah, no.
Taz wants Hook to go to WWE.
What's that?
Taz wants Hook to go to WWE.
But I don't think it happened because the last time Taz said something about WWE, it was all over the news sites talking about, and Taz was like ripping the WWE over. I think it was like their pandemic protocol or something like that.
Oh, does he still do his podcast? His podcast used to be pretty good.
Yeah, I think he still does.
He had found out that Trips and HBK has interest in Hook. So he said if he gets the opportunity to go, he should go.
I mean, honestly, he should.
Yeah.
Well, hold on a sec. Does that also mean we're going to have a William Regal situation with Taz? If Hook goes, Taz goes. Because William Regal's son went to the WWE, not from AEW, but went to the WWE nonetheless. And then it was like, well, you know what? I don't want to be in AEW anymore, so I'm going to go to the WWE now.
Well,
for
Taz is great on commentary, so it would not hurt WWE at all to bring him back to commentary.
But will they let him say yam bag?
Well, he's got to say yam bag.
Yeah.
Greatest line ever.
He's not cussing, so I think it's appropriate. Like, it's not, if you said, balls or something like that, that's one thing. But yeah, I think yam bag is a good way to get around it. So
I think Taz takes Hook and Sonny Kiss to NXT, and he calls him Sonny Hook.
Yeah.
And then he manages him. Or Sonny Yam Hook Yam Bag.
I don't think as much as my old friend Joey Janela needs a job, Joey Janela and Sonny Kiss need to team back up again because I'll have to pull some of the list, but a while back on Cornette's podcast, they made some great tag team names for the tag team of Janela and Kiss. And I think they could get away with what was it? Smucker Up and Kiss and some other really funny stuff for Joey Janela and Sonny Kiss. So I think those two should stay a tag team. Leave Hook out of that one. So, but
all right. Well, Sonata wins. Sonata beats Jungle Boy. We have a heel turn. Jungle Boy turns on Hook, and I guess we're going to be moving forward with the storyline with Hook and Jungle Boy. All right. Team Elite versus Team BCC. I thought it was BBC. My bad. Team Elite versus BCBCC.
Yeah, you know me.
Uh, but the BCC has already beat the Elite once, correct?
They beat them
And Will, you're the
double
fan.
nothing, and then the Elite beat BCC and DC a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Same
why.
here. Same here.
Well, there's definitely they started setting this story up with Eddie Kingston. I don't think Moxley gives a shit about Kingston, but Kingston for some reason loves Mox and doesn't want to hurt Mox. And I believe at some point
from that
during this match, Eddie Kingston.
sparkler attack a couple years ago. Remember?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he saved his
he
life.
saved. He did save his life from
from
half-degree burns.
from a sparkler.
Yeah.
He didn't want him. He didn't want him to Jason Pierre-Paul his hand off playing with fireworks.
The last thing we wanted was Moxley to bleed again, and it was great for Eddie Kingston to save his life.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
and of course, Eddie and Claudio. Yeah, them two. I figured they were gonna beat the living shit out of each other.
That could be an interesting feud, Eddie and Claudio. I'm kind of a little bit of a style clash, but I could still see it I could still see it working down the road. So
Kingston's great. I love Eddie.
all right, so we're gonna see what happens with that whole thing with Kingston and the Elite. He has no respect for the Elite. So, Team Elite wins. Moving on. Tony Storm, Willow Nightingale. We love Willow, but just not enough Willow.
They beat the tits off each other.
So you didn't get a chance. You didn't get a chance to watch the media scrum, did you? You gotta, if you watch anything, Scotty, go back and watch the media scrum. I watched it on the way to work this morning. Tori was hilarious. She said that that Willow smacked the tits off of her.
yeah,
They're doing this. The women are now doing these double overhand chops, and I tell you what,
the sad thing is Tony Storm don't have any tits to slap off. She's all bottom heavy, which is
well, if Willow gets a good enough deal, then Tony's boobs will be down to her belly button. You know,
like yours.
I think it's great. I think it's great. I think it's great. And Tony Storm was hilarious this morning on on her media scrum. So
yeah, she was good.
Tony Storm retains here over Willow. But Willow won on Saturday night for the Owen tournament, correct? So we're gonna get some more Willow here. Okay, let's go. Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay. I did watch about 20 to 15 minutes of this match. This is the match I really wanted to see. I know Scotty, you're not a Kenny Omega fan, but this match was hard hitting and great.
I did see a good bit of clips of this match, and Dave Meltzer will probably give you many stars for this, Scotty.
Yeah. I have heard from other people that I have talked to today. Shout out to Bill at Walmart. That was a bloodbath.
It was excellent. It was excellent, and it all the whole thing made sense. The whole thing made sense. Scotty just dropped out.
Yep. Yeah, it was hard hitting. It was almost everything you could want in a good rivalry match with them two. And you figured this was going to be the one title that would change hands during this pay-per-view, as Ospreay spends most of his time in New Japan anyway, and it just seems like they pass that U.S. title back and forth between AEW and New Japan, so you figured he was going to get the bump on this one.
True story. Scotty, you dropped out there. Just back out and come back in if you get a chance. Well, just let me know when you get back in. Okay. Boom. Here we go. So, we had probably, from what I'm hearing, and I didn't see it, probably the worst match on a pay-per-view. Sting, Darby Allin, Tensei Naito, Jericho, Guevara, and Minoru Suzuki.
Yeah.
I love Minoru Suzuki. I like Chris Jericho. Sammy Guevara's okay. Sting, and Darby Allin looks lost as shit.
Am I back?
You are back, sir. You are back. You are back.
Yeah. Okay.
What did you hear there, Scotty? Did you hear did you hear what I said?
No, yeah, you were talking about Sting being old as fuck and Darby Allin being completely lost, which makes sense
Yeah.
with him. I mean, he just looks lost. You know, like walking to the ring, he's like, "Where am I? What am I doing? Why am I here?" You
He's
know.
in the senior
I don't-
citizen
I don't-
section.
Supposedly Sting is retiring after this year. I think he's long overdue. He's wrestling a little above his head. I think Sting can still go at times, which is scary.
He's
He
one
does some
bad
shit.
move from killing himself.
Yeah, that's true.
We watched him run and flip off a stage through a table in DC a couple years ago, and then he did it at the
Yeah.
Anarchy in the Arena from that pay-per-view a few months ago. And like he hits that move, and it's like you don't see him again until the end of the match when he's like hunched over in the ring for the victory celebration.
Yeah. So this match supposedly was the worst match on the card. Of course, we know who wins this match because Sting never loses. Sting, Darby Allin, and Naito win this match. Trick match. Sting wins again.
And if you watch the media scrum, Jericho went full on ape shit, batting water bottles with Floyd, demanding a holds bar tornado tag match on Dynamite, which Tony Khan looked scared out of his mind and booked with it Sting and Darby against Sammy Guevara.
So I thought for sure by now we were going to get some sort of turn with Sammy, but I guess it's coming.
I thought so too.
Don't you mean the painkiller, as in what Jericho's on 90%?
I don't know. I don't know about that.
I don't know.
Jericho's still good. He definitely passed his prime,
Yeah,
but
he's definitely
Jericho's
Jericho's
still good.
Still miles leaps and bounds
Sure.
from Sting.
All right. What was supposed to be the match of the night? I'm not sure that it was. Bryan Danielson versus Okada. For the best in the world. Who's the best in the world? Do you think Bryan Danielson's best?
Don't get me wrong, I like Danielson. He's a pretty solid wrestler. He's one of them guys I wish we could have had, like, if you could get everybody in their prime, have somebody like Danielson go up against a Kurt Angle or a Bret Hart, somewhere along that lines. Like he's a pretty good technical guy. But yeah, my match of the night. I mean, I didn't watch this match, but it's going to be hard to beat something Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay did.
Oh yeah, I mean for sure you're not following. It's going to be tough to follow. And Bryan Danielson broke his arm in this match.
Yeah, fractured right forearm from an elbow drop from Okada that he
just an elbow drop. And Bryan Danielson
missed it.
said in the media scrum that it was just one of those fluke things. He didn't have his arm protected when Okada came down with the elbow, and just shit happens. He's out for 6 to 8 weeks with a broken arm.
Yep.
But he wrestled the last 10 minutes of that match with that broken arm. And he did make Okada tap out, which supposedly hasn't happened since 2015 or something like that.
Yeah, apparently it was like his second time he's ever tapped out.
Wow.
Bryan Danielson says that when they asked him if he wanted to fight Okada again, he said, "Absolutely, I need to break his arm."
Yeah.
So I thought that was a great response.
Yeah.
I don't care if we wrestle again. I just want to break his arm.
Yep.
So Yep, nice hard hitting match. You know, all the American Dragons matches are hard hitting. So, overall pay per view, seemingly pretty good. Much better than the last
Way
shit
better than
show. pay-per-view.
doubly
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah. Double for nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was actually pretty good. They announced Blood and Guts. They announced the next All Out. Is it All Out?
All In is the one in Wembley Stadium.
Okay.
Are they doing an All Out too? See, I don't know. I thought All Out was All In. I don't
But
know.
it was yeah. Good luck figuring that out. But they did. Blood and Guts is going to be in Chicago.
Is it Elite versus
will
CCC again?
Don't know yet. I don't know if they've announced any matches yet, but you know CM Punk's going to be on the card.
Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah.
Wait.
Him and Sky Blue will be front runners. They might as well just put them in a mixed tag match.
Let's do it.
Hey, this maybe somebody in the lawyer team can get things worked out, and we can see Punk FTR and a couple other people in War Games with or Blood and Guts with the Elite, and watch Punk go over.
Supposedly they had Punk and Kenny in separate parts of the building or whatever per the accommodation.
Oh, I'm sure.
For the pay-per-view last night.
Yeah. Honestly, I mean, I think it'll die down in a couple months, and then we'll get what we want.
Yeah.
We'll get what we want. So hopefully, CM Punk will still be
you
healthy.
You got to give
the
people what they want.
You get.
Yeah. Boy,
you look like Chuck, Scotty.
I kind of feel like ground Chuck today.
You look like you do like you're barely holding your head up. I don't know what you put a stick up your ass or something to hold you up, but you're in bad shape. You're in bad shape. So
it's been a long day. That's all I gotta say.
I feel you. All right, well that's it for Forbidden Door. That's it for Forbidden Door. Any other wrestling news that we need to cover before we jump off of here?
Well, Friday night, Vince SmackDown, and Trips was not happy about it. Apparently, there was a late script toss and a rewrite, Vince McMahon style.
Now, do we know what he changed?
Suppose from what I remember, Bailey was scheduled for a match. She was scrapped. I want to say her match was.
That's the second time he scrapped a Bailey match.
Yeah, it was. From what I understand, it was supposed to be Bailey putting her Money in the Bank spot on the line. I can't remember against who. So I don't know. Liv Morgan returned. So they have added her and Raquel against
Shonda
at not Night of Champions, Money in the Bank. And also I'm reading they are going to have Gunther hopefully beat the fucking oblivions out of Riddle for the Intercontinental title at
that would be a great match right there. I cannot wait to see Riddle's chest like raw and bloody. That'll be interesting.
And supposedly from Kurt Angle on his podcast or whatever, he is saying Randy Orton could be back real soon.
Within the month.
I am hoping to see a Viper return soon. Maybe he'll punt the fucking oblivion out of Riddle.
Can you see him just interfering in that match and cutting Riddle and ending that and having?
I would love it.
That would be great.
Love it.
Randy.
But here, will he come back to wrestle or will he come back to retire? Because all indications were at one point that he was never going to wrestle again, or at least not be able to wrestle. Like he wouldn't be able to do this.
Give him like some fancy submission move for a new finisher, or let him use the punt kick. No more RKOs. Get this man to 17 world titles over the next couple of years. Let him beat Cena, let him beat Flair, then let him walk off into the sunset.
Okay.
The legend killer will never die. Daniel Bryan was never going to wrestle again. Kurt
Yeah,
Angle was never going to wrestle again.
Yeah.
Soraya was never going to wrestle again. It sounds to me like Randy Orton needs to go to AEW and get their doctors to clear him.
Yeah.
I wish Soraya had never wrestled again, but that's a whole nother issue.
Hmm.
So
I also hear a rumor that they are bringing back DIY.
Oh yeah, Ciampa returned.
really,
Ciampa returned on Raw last week, and he beat the Miz. Miz thought they were about to have a reunion.
Yep. Poor Miz.
interesting.
Poor Miz.
Now, but see, the problem is, if I remember correctly, who was DIY's best opponent in NXT?
That's a good question. I don't remember. What were those two?
I remember right, it was Revival, wasn't it? AKA FTR.
Oh, was it FTR?
Pretty sure it was FTR.
What were the
DIY
two
and
dudes that were with Paul Ellering?
Oh, the
Oh,
or
Yeah.
whatever the hell they were.
they both got released and never
Yeah,
came back.
they got
so-
released because they hurt people.
Akar and Razor, or where the fuck their name
Yeah,
was.
yep, that's what it was. Some of the Ninja Turtles, Razor and
Akar,
Topaz,
Yeah.
Pippi Longstockings, whatever his name was.
No, that's Kippy Longstocking over in the AEW.
Gotcha.
Kip Sabian.
Kip Sabian.
box head.
All right, that about do it for us. Some cleanup here. Like and subscribe. Make sure you go like and subscribe. We need you. We are at 61 people. We are getting there, boys. We are getting there.
We are.
Right?
We are.
Keep telling your friends. Not every show is the greatest show. We just recorded 2 shows that I couldn't even put up because we had a sound issue. But we fixed it, and you could just start telling everybody we're great again, right? We're unlike Trump, we're great again. So go ahead and like and subscribe. We appreciate everything you do for us. There are a couple videos up right now. There is a video that we took at the toy show from a lady who makes LJNs.
There are a couple videos from
I actually believe one went up today. Scotty and
Chris.
did that go up today? I
Yes.
feel like it did. Is that up there?
Yep, it went up. I saw it this morning.
Perfect.
so-
Perfect. That's up there. Sister Christian. There are a couple videos up there. The amazing Brian Wilson, not the Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys, but a better Brian Wilson. One that's alive.
Yeah.
One that's alive. So
better looking Brian Wilson.
yes. So there are a couple good interviews up there.
Naked Ronda Rousey and Rhea Ripley around in his dreams. He'll tell you all about it.
That will be our next interview. Naked Ronda Rousey, naked Shayna Baszler.
No, it was Rhea Ripley.
Oh, Buddy said we couldn't do that. Buddy said no. Anyway, please, again, like, subscribe. We appreciate everything you do. And we will be back we're going to do this on Friday. Boys, we're going to do a little Money in the Bank preview.
We are. We're definitely.
Oh, that's right. Money in the Saturday.
Yes, it is.
Saturday at 3.
Yeah, I think the kickoff show starts at like 2:30, and then we're gonna get into Money in the Bank. I think this is gonna. I love that this Money in the Bank is gonna be at 2:30 in the afternoon. I love this.
Me too.
I love this
Because that ensures you that you will remember the pay-per-view,
yeah,
or at least watch all.
or
of it.
not be asleep at 8:01.
Yeah.
Right.
Damien can't even make it to the pre-show.
If we're party at your place and Damien's there, he'll be asleep before.
Most
You sleep
like,
at
well,
2:01.
Well, we're
Yeah.
We're gonna watch Money in the Bank. We might even do a live watch along for Money in the Bank,
Ooh.
and if I can figure that out, and then we're gonna go out a little bit, have a little good time. So hopefully Wyatt can make it. We haven't seen Wyatt in like forever. Yeah, LA Knight, Wyatt, Spivey. So, haven't heard from him.
Doesn't
Maybe Wyatt can join us this time. We'll have the whole faction together for the second time in the last like 2 months.
We need the 4 horsemen. We need all 4 horsemen.
We need the 4
All
horsemen.
right.
There we
Okay.
go.
So here you go. If we're the 4 horsemen or horsewomen, the 4 horsemen. We're gonna do the 4 horsemen. Which one is Tully? Which one's Arn? Which one's Rick? And are we doing Ole or are we doing Barry? I think we do Ole.
Yeah, we gotta do Ole.
Well,
Ain't none of
right-
us
right
as
now
tough as
looks like-
Ole.
Scotty right now looks like Peter Griffin, if anybody. You bastard.
Meh,
Yeah, I got the white shirt on.
meh.
Yeah, so
What did you have court today?
Bastard.
no chicken. Just
Okay.
chicken.
Well, all right. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put that question out on Facebook. Actually,
Yeah.
we're gonna ask you right now. When you watch this, you tell us who we are. Are we Rick, Ole, Tully?
Well, I'm
And we're
Rick.
gonna. Are we going with Ole? We're definitely going with Ole.
We gotta go.
I like
if,
Ole.
if we're going horseman with the original.
So you tell us who is who, and then that's who we have to dress up as on Saturday.
Let's hope Scotty's not Ric Flair because I don't want to see him in a bathrobe.
Woo!
Well,
don't
I'll
wanna
do
see
just
none
like
of you
Ric Flair does.
motherfuckers in a
I'll be
bathrobe.
naked under the road the whole time.
Oh,
Jesus.
thank God! It'll be the plane ride from hell.
Farley, yeah, there you go, Farley.
Scotty be showing everybody his dick. Look at my dick. Tell me what it looks like.
Helicopter.
Oh my God. I just. Oh my God. Speaking of cocaine. All right, we're off the rails. All right, that's it for us at Hardway here. Again, appreciate you so much. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. We're gonna do a giveaway here soon. I don't know what it's gonna be, but we're gonna do some giveaways here. I'm actually thinking about calling some of these toy shows and have us set up a table. Maybe set up
There
a
you go.
table and do a little chitty chat and video a little bit and have a little good time on these toy shows. We'll figure out something. We're the men of the people, the 4 horsemen,
Yeah,
men of the people. Men
and
of
my
the people.
cat is biting me.
Oh my goodness.
Oh. And
Okay, there's see, that's Luger when he joined the Horsemen.
yeah.
Please smack the shit out of you, bro. You gonna take that?
Yep.
You gonna take it?
Puff gets a little
You're gonna take
feisty.
Yeah, I see that. All right. Well, before there's a death online here, we're gonna jump off here. We'll be back on Friday. We're gonna do a Money in the Bank preview, and then we'll be jumping it out all weekend long. So thanks again. We'll see you guys next time
On the hard way.
on the highway.
Peace.
You know there is no hard way. That's what Ethan Page said. There's only one way, and it's the hard way.